Why was the call to the laity so important? What was the church seeing in the midst of post-war cultural changes? Dr. Levering.
Well, already in the 1940s, and well before, there was beginnings of a very severe loss of faith occurring not only among the educated elite, but a loss of faith occurring among, just the working class. And so the council then, the whole goal was to enrich the faith in Jesus Christ, deepen our hope, and increase our love. So there was a need for it because, faith was eroding from the inside. And so this was the purpose of the council.
Pia, what do you see?
Yeah, following up on Dr. Levering's comments, I think it's really important to note, too, that World War II didn't happen because the church didn't do something or did something. This was the fruit of the laity. This was the result of leadership choices made by the laity. Both in Germany and in Austria, it was lay people, frequently Catholics, who voted in the Nazi Party. The same in Italy. It was lay people, Catholics, who accepted and promoted the fascist party. So this is a real wake-up call. And then by the same token, there are tremendous heroes throughout World War II. I'm increasingly learning of many women who lay people that did tremendous things in their own way as they could with what they had, and had an incredible impact. So the hierarchy of the church and the clergy and the religious make up a very small component. The majority of the church, overwhelmingly, like I would say 95, 98%, probably 95%, is lay. And our job is to sanctify the world. And it's clear, not just by the events of World War II and World War I, but the subsequent events of the 20th century and now leading into the 21st century, that we have a lot of work to do. And we can't simply be Catholics on Sunday or Catholics within the four walls of our church, or of our home when we say a rosary with our family. We have to be Catholics, and we have to know how to be Catholics when we are out in the world, in society. And if we were doing that, the world would be a different place.
Matthew.
Yeah, I think I want to echo something that Pia is talking about, and that is one of the great aspirations of the council. We see that, for example, in the great document Sacrosanctum Concilium that's wanted to spark real liturgical renewal reform, was the heightened participation of the laity in the liturgical life of the church. But you can see throughout the whole of the council its aspiration for the laity to be in the world, to transform the world. We go back to the opening statement from John the 23rd, and that was for the church to have that dialogue with the modern world. But that can only happen if we have a laity that is engaged, that is informed, that is also striving for the perfection of the virtues and holiness. The council saw that as a real goal. It's an open question as to how all of that has been implemented and how successful we have been. But it is striking, too, how many of the popes, I think of John Paul II, to Benedict XVI, and now Pope Francis, go back to the documents of the Second Vatican Council as key reference points for the laity in the modern world, in dealing with the modern world. And I think we're now just beginning to appreciate the legacy of the Council in much the same way that it took over a century to fully appreciate and to witness the implementation of Trent. I think the Second Vatican Council is an ongoing enterprise for us as a church, and it needs to be.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for this illuminating conversation.